But I realized, looking at other people's Facebook posts, I could tell that there is an attack here, because now these people were coming out with some of the things we spoke about with this guy, and if I speak to you about something and then you take that thing and you go and talk to other people and then they post it on Facebook, already but obviously I can't say the thing because now. Hello, welcome to the channel. My name is Mnyazi, and yes, today we're going to be talking about why did I change my aerobics music. This is a very difficult subject. I've written a script on this. Look at it. This is all that I've written. This is a lot of things that I want to share. These are the things that I want to talk about. But on top of that, I did not just leave it to this. I also called some master trainers and some other instructors. Some I couldn't find, but I tried to get hold of them. I sent some messages so that they share their views on this subject. So I hope this is not going to be a long video. I'll try to chop it and edit it. Yes. So if you're new here, please click the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you can be notified when we upload new videos. And if you've been here, you should know that by now. Please click the like button. Let's go, guys. Why did I change my music from popular gqom and amapiano and Afro house music to club house, which is not very popular here in South Africa? But why did I change it? Okay, let's go, man. Doing anything that has to be consumed by people at the end of the day is one of the most difficult things you can do. I've made a decision to share something around the lines of music, because I create aerobics music that I teach with later on, and I feel maybe partly I owe an explanation to the people that I create the content for, but at the same time it's me that created that thing, because I sold my classes using the music that I was using at the time, and everything was around the music. And unfortunately that has to change now due to different reasons, and yes, that's what I'll be sharing right now.
With that, because of the music on its own, in most cases you can hear the bass drum. It is easy to work with it, because even when you build up, then it gives that nice energy. But at the same time, then we need to look at where are we using it. Because with, I would say with depending on age and experience of that kind of music. With now generation, I would say generally they would rather go for more popular music like gqom and amapiano. But the problem is now the impact in terms of making sure the energy is there and lifting up the intensities and everything, they end up flat. So you find that the track does literally reach its goal because of it's just flat.
The way we are corner, the way we started the music must start at a very low pitch, and it could be that you can work in any climax of the work at stage. So the music is really very well. Later I was telling someone that, what kind of weather to do. But I was saying, can I, right? So why is it like it? But in 2 minutes, what kind of cuckoo, they go to why was it like that? We used to recommend it. If you want, we don't have to go to the picture and increase the pictures with it. You only play the people would say, you have to jump on my say, I perform my mind. Because when you play it, you know when the music will increase or when everything starts. Then you load onto the intensity. You increase the intensity of your workout, not only the music.
Wow. First point. So I wrote this down. I don't want to make mistakes and talk about things and say because I want to make it impromptu. I'll just read and discuss. I've got about 11 points. Well, the 11th one is thank you for your ears. So basically there I've got 10 points. So the first point is In 2012, when I started teaching, I was supported by LB in terms of music. That was 2012 until 2014. He was mixing club house. Yes, that's the music I'm mixing now. So when I started teaching at Virgin Active in 2012, LP Kekana supported me. He used to mix Clubhouse and I would get mixes from him. I used to get mixes from him. 2012 it was 150. That was 10 years ago. And I've got loads of those mixes on my hard drive. And I was building my classes using those mixes, and man, I enjoyed that music. Then he lost his system somewhere around the same time, either 2013 or 2014 at the beginning, at the end, sorry, it was in December, I think it was 2013. They broke into his house and they stole a lot of things, including his laptop, I believe, or computer, whatever it is that he was using. And now at the time, after those things happened, he could not make music that he used to support us with anymore. Right, so I had to find a solution. Now believe this, I used to cry tears. My wife would tell you, I used to cry tears, worried with where am I going to get the music that's going to do the work that I needed. Because from the beginning, when I started teaching, most of my work was made special by the music. Most of my work was made special by the music, and that's something that I've kept for years. But music had to change from the beginning, you understand? And that time I had lots of people in my class, maybe 60 people in my class who wanted music to work out with, and I could not deliver. It was very painful. It made me literally cry. I looked for a solution. And then 2015, that was a note now, I realized I released I don't know what I wanted to say here, but 2015 I managed to gain confidence. I released a mix. I remember it was Sweetie. Those who know Sweetie will tell you. And there was a mix called The Beat. There was something else. There was two Sweeties. There was Sweetie 1 and Sweetie 2. A lot of people don't know Sweetie 1. A lot of people know Sweetie 2. There was also Momo. When I released those mixes, actually Momo is the main mix that I gained confidence in. And that was after I've tried a lot of electro and clubhouse. I just couldn't find good music. Then I started doing house, and it worked. It worked because now people started loving the music, and the classes grew, and we had a vibe. I remember I had a Saturday morning class. It was just special. What happened? Now, in 2020, COVID hit, the game changed. We went online. Most painful part is that we couldn't monetize most of those videos that were doing on YouTube. And now I had a problem of especially after COVID, I had a problem of participants telling me what to play in my classes and what not to play. In so much that there was a group that formed each other on WhatsApp, and they went on my name. And to be honest, what they did worked for them. Whatever it is they wanted to achieve, it worked, because the numbers started dropping, like drastically, and I don't know what is it that they were saying to who, but when someone is working on you, because at the time I had not changed anything. I was still working. Now I had to do something. I had to do something, because now if someone are hitting on what you are doing, and you keep the same thing, and as you are keeping the same thing, you can see that it's not helping you grow, then it means you have to do something different. Let me continue, because I wrote this down. Now, if you look at the music that is out there today and what was there in 2015, that's in South Africa, that music was not as powerful as this music is not as powerful as that one in terms of the beats and everything. And now when I could not when I was doing these mixes, these people, I'm sure, I don't know, it's what I thought, they were hitting on the quality and the feel you get from the music. Because I had an hour conversation with one of the guys, and I realized that, and after that hour conversation, in fact, that was the last time we had a conversation with the guy, but I realized, looking at other people's Facebook posts, I could tell that there is an attack here, because now these people were coming out with some of the things we spoke about with this guy, and if I speak to you about something and then you take that thing and you go and talk to other people and then they post it on Facebook, already but obviously I can't say the thing because now it will involve other people's names, especially instructors, and I don't mind that. But I saw a couple of Facebook posts. I saw some of the people that I met up with, they were speaking the same language, and I was like, okay, like you have to do something. And now, if you look at the music that we have today, it had gotten slower. The kick drum is no longer there now. The people are using a log drum, which comes with the rhythm. Now, you don't have that pristine log drum from the song. You have to add your own log drum. And then after add your own kick drum. And after adding your own kick drum now, the relationship between the kick drum and the log drum is very bad. Because once they clash, they cancel one another. That's in Amapiano. Then you go back to Gom. You look at the guys that are doing Gom today. They are no longer doing the Gom that they were doing. Now Gom is moving slightly towards Amapiano. They call it the new age Gom. Now this means I'm left with or stuck with the old songs. Stuck with the old songs, because the new songs that are coming out, it's not the same game. And now another thing that I can also add is the quality of the music. Now remember, when now the music is not exciting you anymore, when the music is no longer taking you there anymore, you also see other things that you wouldn't have seen had you not, Let me continue. So of course I made some experiments, a lot of experiments. I tried a lot, and I decided that I knew that it was enough. And then I went to look for a good site where I can make music, and the site contained a lot of Clubhouse. And then I bought the songs, because in that site you have to have a subscription to download. And then after that I started downloading good quality tracks that give a beautiful image. I get about 50 new songs every day from the site, but it's across different genres: hip-hop, this, that. Maybe you'll find that dance music can be about 20 new songs on that day. The kind of dance music that I'm looking for. Then I listen to them, I take the ones I like, I pack them in my file, that these I'm going to use for my next mix. So I've already started collecting songs for my next mix now. As I've got the mix that I'm working with now, and I'm looking for good songs. I don't want to be in a hurry when I'm doing my next mix. And where am I now? Yeah. And yes, I got very powerful songs. Now, this is the other place yeah. So now the problem that I have is that, yes, now, obviously, remember, if you are bringing about change, you will get a lot of people who are not going to buy into that change. And when you get those people, you have to understand, because what did you bring? You brought change, right? So I was lucky. I read the book Who Moved My Cheese. I would appeal to everybody that's in my class. It's a very thin book like this, to read the book. I don't know what it is. I think my wife has got it. My wife has already read the book. So Who Moved My Cheese is the book that made me stick with the decision to change the music. Because if I'm going to dwell onto the old music that is no longer giving me what I need, then I'm going to find out one day that the cheese is finished. Should I wait until that day where I've got 2 people in class? I'd rather not. I'd rather take my chances and go out there and look for something that's going to work for my classes. And that's what I've done. And the beautiful thing is that it has landed on so many good ears, this music. Out of 10 people that have listened, maybe only 1 had problems, serious problems. Others, they've begun to adapt. They are adapting now. I'm getting different feedback. Now we understand the lyrics. Now it sounds good. We love the energy. We love this. People are starting to have favorite songs in the mix. Now this means now we are growing a new culture. I remember I was talking to my coach about it, and I said, Coach, the other guys, I mentioned someone's name, but I don't think I should mention in this video because there is a part of it. So I said, the other guys, they are doing this music that is powerful, this music that helps everybody, this music that is understood by everyone, but they don't have movements that can be followed by everyone. Their movements are very niche, but the music is universal. And then what I've been doing, my music was very niche, but my movements are universal. So if I take my movements that are universal and mix them with the music that is universal, what do I get? I get another 10 years of teaching. You understand? Because now what's going to be happening in 2 years from now, it will be different people in my class who know me doing this music for the past 2 years. And then what am I building? A different market, not the same market that went against me back then. And when I'm saying the same market, I'm not saying not the same. When I'm saying not the same market, I'm not saying not the same people. I'm saying not the same market, because the same customer can participate in different markets. You understand? So this is a new market. This is a different market, and the nice thing is that nobody is doing this right now. They will come. There will be other people who are doing this, but there's nobody really who's doing this. There's a couple of instructors, master trainers, who are doing something similar, but we're not in the same. We don't really do the same thing. Yeah, I don't know if you get me. So yes, and yes, one thing I believe, or that I think about, is that because I'm also producing music, at some point, maybe 8 years, 10 years from now, the music I produce, maybe it will be fit to be used as a full-time mix for classes, especially box. It will be good enough, or I will have enough confidence to introduce it. But for me to do that, I have to go through this one first. And yes, guys, that's why I changed my music. I hope it makes sense. If it doesn't, please comment down below. Let me know what you think. Give me your feedback. Be honest. I will respond to each and every comment depending on how comments are there. But I don't think we'll get a lot of comments because you guys don't comment a lot. But I would appreciate if you were to comment in these videos. Yes, guys, on that note, please subscribe to the video, like the video, share the video, and yes, man, that's the end of today's conversation. I don't know when I'm going to drop this because I'm editing, and there's a lot of other clips that I want to add. There are a lot of WhatsApp messages that I want to add. And yes, man, peace. I'm out of here.